And with that, it is now my pleasure and honor to introduce the President of the United States, George W. Bush.
Those weapons of mass destruction have got to be somewhere.
Everybody ready for some action? Everybody ready to make some statement that needs to be made about peace with justice? One of the things that always perturbed me is that as we come to celebrate the life and living of Dr. Martin Luther King, one of the things that we can say with alarm since the legalization of the holiday is that Dr. King has been reduced to the syrupy sweet hallmark card genre, where he is no longer prophetic and he no longer speaks to the nation, and he no longer causes us to speak to the nation in ways that shape the foundation of this nation's immorality. But we're here today to stand up to say that the spirit of Dr. Martin Luther King is alive, that we demand justice, we demand peace, and we will achieve it through acts of nonviolence today. When Martin King stood up on April 4th, 1967, at the Riverside Church to speak out against the war in Vietnam, people told him not to speak out, but he spoke out anyway, thank heaven. And he said that America is the biggest purveyor of violence in the world. And we know that that is still the truth. That is still the reality. We talk about other nations producing weapons of mass destruction, yet we manufacture and we distribute weapons of mass destruction to over 40 countries in the world. In a sense, we paid for the Taliban. We paid for Osama bin Laden. We trained them. We brought them out of the refugee camps in order for us to thumb our nose at the Soviet Union. The CIA talks about it as blowback, meaning that somehow when you do things now, it may have a consequence in the future. And boy, did this have a consequence. This caused thousands of people to die. And we're here today to witness because we really want to say that any death is one death too many. Any death is one death too many. Whether you died in the World Trade Center or the Pentagon, or whether you died today in Afghanistan or Iraq, one death is one death too many. 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 We need to make it very clear that we are going to build a peace movement in this country. That we're going to resurrect a peace movement in this country. And it's going to speak truth to power. It's going to speak truth to all the profiteers. It's going to speak dignity and hope to the world. We're going to build a peace movement in this country. And we're going to build it starting right now today as we march and as we take our witness to the White House and let them know that we are not afraid, that you might want to try to silence us, but we will not be silent, that you might want to sit us down, but we will stand up and rise up anyway, because we are people of faith. We will not be afraid, because we are people that believe in the power of truth and justice. We will stand up anyway until justice is won and until peace is won. Continue to struggle, carry on in the name of peace, nonviolent resistance.